Do you feel different than others, and that for a very long time? You might be different. You probably are different than others. Because you have depth, and that depth comes from your past, where you usually had no room for yourself and for your ideas, because you were busy to carry a lot of burden for others. You were too busy stabilizing your family system, and you had to adapt, and you were often too much for them. In quiet moments, you turned inwards, processing everything, and that's where your depth is actually coming from. You organized yourself, you organized them, and you organized the whole situation within. And why you were never too much, but just in the wrong place, and what that means for your pioneering entrepreneur situation or independence, you will learn in this video. And I'm Marianne Böhm. I'm guiding entrepreneurs and pioneers from their cocoon to their crown into their natural place as a vibrant and confident entrepreneur they naturally are. Let me tell you this here at very first. Pioneers, independent souls, people, they have always one thing in common. Actually, three. They see what others don't see yet. And they sense what others don't feel yet. And they think where others don't think yet or even never. So they have a way wider range of perceiving reality, way deeper. Let's start with the feeling that we all more or less know. At some point, someone told you in your past that you were too much. You were too intense. You were too loud. You were too ambitious. You were just too different from them. So at some point, you started because of that, believing in this. And today we are clearing it up. As a pioneer, you have a specific mission, and that's a human being. That's something like a black sheep, right? This is, someone very creative. This is some inventor. This is a person that takes naturally different paths in life. And of course, many people don't like that. Many people want everyone walking in the same direction. Pioneers don't do this. They have their own missions, their own pathways, and their own ways of living. People with such a mission are pioneers always, with a special mission that you feel inside. You're here for something greater, bigger, more than the usual box. Pioneers, they see sooner, they feel deeper, and they think further. They are the ones changing the world. They are the change makers. They are the ones pathfinding, trailblazing, inventing new ways for others so that others can take a new route and new paths in their lives. And that exactly is their radar. But in the wrong structures. And that's the actual problem. A pioneer acting in the old structures, like the system we are all grown up and the system which is now crumbling, the radar, of course, feels like a disruption. It feels wrong. It's like an error system. It doesn't work. It doesn't get along with each other. Of course, that's a natural phenomenon. And this is what it's supposed to be. Otherwise, they couldn't change the world, right? They would just function in the existing frameworks. So others perceive it that way that the pioneers are the problem because they are functioning, they're adapting within that framework. And that's the whole issue here. And the pioneers, the black sheeps, the pathfinders, the ones who feel differently and who are differently than others, they have kind of accepted that they are the problem. Until one day they see, no, it's just the opposite. It's the environment which is the problem. And that's the actual truth here. They are seen as the problem because they are being themselves. And you might know this. Are you being yourself, or have you been yourself and have been criticizing for it? Then you know what I'm talking about here. So, and when you are in that place, in this wrong place for a long time, let's say you've grown up in that wrong place and you kept on going in the wrong system, in the wrong box, one box after the other, and then you might understand why a wrong place is draining you. It's not going with your nature. Because what's going on here, you are struggling constantly to be someone you are not. You are trying within this framework to adapt. Yeah, you work on yourself instead of accepting the framework being the wrong place for you. So you try to change yourself, and that's exhausting and painful. And you see yourself as the problem, and that is the feeling of safe betrayal so many people have. The truth here is, others don't see you. Others can't even see you, even if they wanted to. As long as they're on their adapting frequency, they can't see who you truly are. And so they want to change you instead of, admitting that they are at the wrong place as well. So they want you to be like them, not like you truly are. And if you don't agree on that and you keep on being yourself and doing your own things, of course, to them, you are the problem. You do not belong. And that's actually the thing you could be grateful about, because you don't want to belong in a box where everybody is a screw, being in a system, like running an old system that is not healthy for anyone. You want to be the one that's changing that very system. So, but here is the message for you. What if this is not the problem at all? And what if this is instead the solution here for you? Because you, as a pioneer, as a change maker, you are here to lead naturally. This is your purpose. You are here to lead yourself, the situation, and others into new ways that are naturally healthy and good for them. And for yourself, of course. So you have a mission here. You have a mission for a new path you're creating with your entrepreneurship. So that new path become possible also for others. And so that people no longer follow the titles. And this is something we see already today in the world. People are no longer falling for titles, for university degrees, for documents. They follow people who are truly themselves, who can feel, who truly perceive, who truly lead from their very core a path, because they are just living from their values, from their essence, from what they believe in, from what they know that is true, naturally true, nature, the divine. This is something people are looking for. Other people that are truly leading from their divine nature, not titles anymore. Exactly what has isolated you for years makes you now the strongest leader in the room. And that's the good news, because this is your deep perception. what you have always seen as a problem, actually, your gifts, everything what is you, everything what you stand for, everything what you always have felt, this is me, this is how I see things. You have believed that's a problem, but now that makes you the strongest leader in the room. And that brings me to the last point, and that's the most important one here. Exactly that takes you to your place in life. And so many out there are looking for their rightful, natural place in life. And they can't find it because they are still adapting to the environment instead of leading the environment by being themselves. So, to get into your place right now, stop waiting. You don't have to wait until you're ready. That's an illusion anyway. You don't have to wait until others understand you. They will get it once you start walking your very own path. Your place always has been at the front from others to lead them. So start leading. Start living your pioneering mission and stop waiting again. Live the mission you were born for. And to do this, start taking the space you need for it, your inner freedom. That's the first step of everything. It's the most important first step. And that's a step you want to take plenty of times again and again. And this is the exact step and path my attendees, my clients are taking in my spaces. They start exactly here with taking their own freedom, the inner freedom, the inner free space, the space within them that belongs to them only, where they belong only to themselves, where nobody can go in and distract them anymore. So for you to be able to start right there with the same inner freedom, I have a gift for you. Exactly that inner freedom, the inner expanse. Go under the video, there is a link. Enter an expanse, that's the name of the space, where you get that very inner freedom for free from me. Just go, work it through, and let me know how it was for you. And also, subscribe to the channel and put a like to the video, that helps the channel. And then I see you for the next impulses in the next video.